What's good, squad? It's the big homie SB23 back at you with some more words of wisdom. Today we're going to talk about everything's going in your favor. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. SB23 on YouTube, Chosen123 on YouTube. Those are both my channels. You'll get these gems on both channels. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for stopping by, hanging out with me, soaking up the knowledge, spreading it to whoever might need it. I'm hoping that you're having a great day, a wonderful day, and I'm sending love out your way. So everything's working out in your favor. This video came in inspiration to how things in life transpire. There's a lot of different things that happen, but if you can stand through those things, if you can stand strong, if you can stand firm, if you can stand resilient within who you are as a person at your core, your authentic self, if you can endure the pain that you might have to suffer, it might even be humiliation, it might be betrayal, it might be whatever it is that you're going through in your own personal life, depression, anxiety, if you can stand through that and look at the light at the end of the tunnel, even when you're surrounded by darkness, even when it seems like everything is going against you, I promise you wholeheartedly that if you can stand strong and be authentic with who you are, you're going to see yourself coming out of that dark tunnel towards the light. And when you come out of the light, you'll realize that all of it was working in your favor, and it was really nothing that was going against you. It was working for you either way. You know what I'm saying? So life is beautiful. I'm trying to tell y'all, every day it gets better. Every week it progresses. More and more things start to line up in your favor. But what's the key to that? Like I always tell y'all on my channel, you got to be working with the right energy. You know what I'm saying? So even when things aren't going in your favor, you got to make it a point to make sure that you stay true to who you are at your core, moving within the right energy, and things will line up the way that you need them to line up, even when you can't see it. Because even if you have the greatest foresight that there's ever been given to anybody in mankind, there are going to be things that you can't see coming. That's part of the whole experience of life. You know what I'm saying? So within that, you can guesstimate on what's going to happen or what's going to come, but you don't really know for sure. But if you stand true and understand that you are moving with good energy and good intent, everything's going to work in your favor. It doesn't matter what comes against you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You know what I'm saying? You are going to come out the victor. This game, this life that we live in, this game that we are intertangled in, that we participate in on an everyday basis, is not a game of chess. It's a game of, or it is a game of chess. It's not a game of checkers. So that means that things might not seem like they're lining up on the surface, you know what I'm saying? But if you're playing the game right, and you're moving the pieces right, and you're taking the time to appreciate every piece that you have within your life, the things that you need are going to line up exactly the way you need them to line up, because you are in the favor of the universe, the energy that surrounds us, the energy that is within you. When you go against your own natural good energy, you are going against yourself. So if you do something, and you got to remember what I try to tell y'all, is that the energy that is around us flows through all of us. We are all the same at our cores. So everybody that is around you is a reflection of you, and everybody that is around you is connected to you. So if you do somebody or cause somebody ill will, or you do them harm, you're actually doing it to yourself. And that's what I had to grasp within my own life. And that's why I come on here and I tell y'all and I give y'all the game, so that you don't make the mistake of thinking that we're all separate. We're really not all separate. We're all connected. And especially the ones who are connected within your actual circle, how you treat them is a direct reflection of how you're going to be treated by the universe, because we're all one. That's why it's called a universe, one verse, meaning everything is encompassed within this verse. So we're all connected on some sort of level. So if you are rude and ignorant to somebody, then somebody down the line is going to be rude and ignorant to you. If you cheat on somebody, somebody down the line is going to end up cheating on you when you get with your next person, or whatever, whoever it's going to be. If you steal from somebody, somebody along the line is going to steal from you. That's the way it works. It always comes full circle. So that's why you got to be aware of the things that you're doing and the things that you're saying and speaking, because you can't avoid what you put out. It's going to come back. So why is everything going in your favor? Because you're moving within the right energy. Because if you've been paying attention to the stuff I've said on this channel and the information that I've given, and you've implemented it in your life in any fraction of a space, like in any increment that you can implement it, and you're going to see a change in your life. So the reason why things are going in your favor, like they're going in my favor, is because you always stood true to who you are at your core and your authentic self. So no matter what happens, you always show love. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you understand that you really don't, there's no need to hate on this person over here, because that's really you hating on yourself, because that person is a direct reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? That person that came into your life was brought in to show you the good traits about yourself and the bad traits about yourself. And you're supposed to pick up on those things and then mold yourself to become a better version of yourself through what they're telling you. Because when you talk to somebody and they tell you something, it's really like it's yourself telling yourself something. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody is critiquing you in some sort of way, instead of taking it as a slight, take it as if it was you, a different version of yourself, talking to yourself and telling you, yo, you can do better in this and this, and then implement whatever they're saying. And then I promise you, watch how your life gets better when you implement it. So anybody who I've ever had any issues with, or even people right now who might feel some type of way about me, I love them to death, because they taught me valuable lessons about myself. Even if I didn't like the way that they might have said it or how they moved about the way that they did, they taught me something about myself that I needed to work on in order to elevate myself and stand strong. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I can stand alone. I don't need a group to hold me up. I don't need somebody to be by my side in order for me to stand strong and take care of the things that I need to take care of, because I'm secure within who I am on my own. Now, that's not to say that there isn't value with anybody else who stands with me, because there is. Because when you have a team and you put a team together, that's even more brain power, manpower, physical strength, whatever it is that you need in that situation. It's a team is always going to be stronger than just one person, unless there's a weak point in the team, and then that team's not going to be so strong. But what am I saying is, at the end of the day, everything is going in your favor and in my favor, because at the end of the day, we took whatever it was that we needed to learn from those lessons and implement it in our life, and it rose our level of being a human. You know what I'm saying? So when you take the time to work on yourself, that's when things start to go in your favor, because now you're sending a direct message to the universe, to the Most High, to the spirits, angels, ancestors, and they come to aid you in situations and make your life easier, make your life less effort, or make your life make it to where you have to put in less effort to attain the same amount of things that you were putting in way more effort in to get before. So that's why the message for today is everything is going in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do take the time to really work on yourself, like really dig deep within yourself and hold yourself accountable and stop making excuses, that's when things start to line up, and that's when life starts to show you how great it actually can be. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see it, you get addicted to that to that feeling of ease and comfort and assurance, you know what I'm saying? Stability, you know what I mean? Things become stable to where before it might have been a little chaotic and things were all over the place, to where now you're very stable, you know what I'm saying? You ain't hurting for nothing. You're at peace, you know what I'm saying? There's no drama, there's no issues, you know what I'm saying? Even the little bit of stuff that tries to come up from certain people who might want to create an issue, you nip that in the butt real quick, but with your energy, because you're not even allowing that stuff to affect you. You know what I'm saying? You're so strong within your energy, you're not even allowing it to come into your space and affect you. So when people do come around, they know, like, okay, even if they had even if they got used to a version of you from before, when they come around you now, they know that that version is gone, and now they have to come to you and move in a certain way in order to get whatever they're trying to get, you know what I'm saying? And they can't come to you and get that same type of whatever they were getting before in the same manner. Now they have to come to you correct in order to get what they got to get. And because you are standing strong within those within your power, that makes it so that you continue to receive blessings. You know what I'm saying? When you elevate from where you were and the old things that you were doing, and you don't settle, that's what I want to say too. When you don't settle, that's when you end up getting your favor. When you settle for something that you know isn't good for you, that's when you lose your blessings. That's when you lose your power to manifest. That's when you lose your peace, your stability, all the stuff that makes this life beautiful. That's when you lose it, when you settle for something that you know isn't right for you. But when you take the time to work on yourself, when you take the time to dig deep and call yourself out and say, you know what, I'm not going to move in the way that I was moving before, when you don't allow people to drain your energy, or to, and when you don't care about whatever way they try to paint your character, when their opinion of who you are doesn't make a difference to how you're going to move within your life, that's when you become highly favored, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, that's when things just start falling in your lap, and it'll fall like rain, you know what I'm saying? So that's why things are working in your favor, because I know, like me, I'm doing the work on a daily basis, you know, and that stuff doesn't end. You continually critique yourself and work on bettering yourself, so that you can keep elevating and reaching different levels, you know, because this thing that we're in is about ascension. You know what I'm saying? You want to ascend up to different levels. You don't want to stay in the same level that you were at 10 years ago, or you don't want to get past a level, be granted some blessings, and then mess up the blessing that you were granted, and then revert back to where you were before you got that blessing. Because now the universe is like, you know, so you didn't learn from, not only did you not learn from the situation you had before we blessed you, but then when we gave you the blessing that you wanted, you squandered it and didn't appreciate it, and now we got to take it from you and send you back to where you were, so that you can repeat the lesson. That's like graduating from middle school, going to high school, and then you're not and then because you're not doing what you need to do in high school, they're like, you know what, you're not ready for this level, and they send you back to middle school. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's like. Why would you want to do that when you worked all that time and you struggled through those situations to get past that level? So when you get to the next level, and you do get blessed, don't become egotistical because things are going your way. Stay humble, stay appreciative, stay grateful, acknowledge it for what it is, and then continue to move forward within your life so that you can keep ascending upwards. But when you become egotistical and you have too much pride, that's when you're going to get kicked back down to wherever you were before you got blessed. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is all about energy. So when you got your energy right, things are just going to fall in line for you, no matter what the situation looks like. Even in dire situations to where you really probably you might not even have known how you were going to make it out of that scenario. But because you stayed true to who you were and your authentic self, everything went in your favor. You know what I'm saying? And if you were aware that you were protected and highly protected from the get-go, then it was double that, because you knew you were protected, and you know, things might have happened, people might have came up against you, but because you were highly protected and you stayed within that authenticity and you continued to show love no matter what, you know what I'm saying? It makes it so that your life becomes a breeze. You know, it's easy. You get to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? All while still maintaining your bills, all while still being able to enjoy the everyday things, like even just being able to be outside and go whatever you want to do, go fishing, you know what I'm saying, go to the water and just relax, you know what I'm saying, go out to eat, go out to bowl, whatever it is that you like to do within your pastime. When you're moving the right way, those things will just line up effortlessly. Yesterday when I was out, I was working, I took a break and just went out to the water and just sat there and was soaking up the sun, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of working, I was able to just go out, you know, do my thing and then get back to working. But for 20-30 minutes, I was able to do that at will. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could tell me I can't do this or I can't do that, because I'm moving the way that I want to move. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm saying that is because when you are moving in the right way with the right energy and you're treating people the way that they should be treated, and whether it was, and even if somebody does something to you that you don't think is fair, even if people are coming against you for whatever for their own reasons, and you still continue to show love, you're going to keep being blessed, and you're going to be blessed even more so. Because I think it's somewhere, I don't know if it's the Bible or what, I don't read the Bible, but I do be seeing different sayings and hearing different sayings and stuff like that. I know it was something like feed your enemies. Even if you got enemies, feed them and give them water anyways, because even though to them they might view you as an enemy, you don't have to view them that way. You know what I'm saying? You can still look at them as a valuable human in your life and treat them with kindness, love, and compassion. And because they may have ill will for you, but you continue to show love to them, you're going to be double favored, triple favored, favored 100 times more, because you didn't meet them with the same energy that they met you. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't matter if it's at a job, if it's a friend, if it's a relationship, if it's your kids, if it's your parents, whatever the case may be. When you choose to combat negative energy with the positive energy of love, you cannot lose. I'm telling y'all, because you can't beat love. So that's why everything is going in your favor and will continue to go in your favor, and everything that you've ever wanted is going to fall right in your lap, exactly how you said it was going to, because you knew that internally it wasn't about how it looked on the outside. It was about the energy that you were moving with on the inside. And eventually, because you understood that we are all projectors, and whatever energy that you're carrying is going to project outwards, even if it didn't show right then and there in the scenario right away. Eventually, the energy that you were carrying was going to project outwards, and your outside reality was going to match the energy you were carrying on the inside. So if you're somebody who just wanted to see people win, who wanted to bring these people up to wherever your goal was going to be, if you wanted to be that person who was going to take care of everybody and make sure everybody was good, the people who are going to treat you right, who had right intentions for you from the get-go, are the people who stick with you. And the people who didn't have that are the people who don't stick with you, because they can't come with you to where you're going, because they didn't have the right intent for you, even if you didn't know that from the get-go. So they will be removed from your life so that it can make space for whoever it is that's going to appreciate you for what you were trying to provide in those moments. So that's why you don't have to worry about it. You just have to continue to be you. And even with whatever happens for whoever it was, you continue to show that person love and send them love, even if y'all aren't in contact no more. But even if y'all are in contact and there's no issue, still send them love, because at the end of the day, everybody deserves to be loved and to feel loved regardless of the way they move, because everybody has weak moments in life. You know, for whatever reason it is, everybody has a weak moment because we're all human. And when we can start to understand that we're all human and that we shouldn't treat anybody differently because of whatever beliefs you might have, that's when you start to win. And again, that's why you are highly favored and things are moving in a way that they need to move for you, because you understood this from the get-go. So that's why anytime you're around whoever you're around, you're always going to show love, even if that person may be hating on you low key. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand how the things work in life. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful day out here, y'all. I just came out the gym. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm about to go handle my endeavors with a breeze. You know what I'm saying? My life is very much so easy, and I want everybody else's life to be moving easily too. That doesn't mean that you're not putting work in. Yes, you're putting work in, but you're not struggling when you're putting your work in. It's almost as if you're not really even working because you love what you do. You know what I'm saying? Every day that you wake up enthusiastic and loving life, because your life isn't hard. Your life is actually pretty easy, even though you do have to put work in and pay your bills. But what you're doing, you love to do. So it's really like you're not even working, because you're doing something that feels like a breeze. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everything is going in your favor, because, and again, it starts from the energy that you're moving with on the inside. And I feel incredible. I'm hoping that y'all feel incredible. I'm hoping that you soak up some of this energy that I'm sending through this device to you, because when I say that I really appreciate y'all and I'm sending love out your way, I mean that with everything in my fabric, in my bones, in my blood. I really mean that when I say it. I'm not just saying that to, you know, have some sort of intro to a video. No, I actually mean the stuff that I say. So when I say I love you, I really mean it. When I'm saying I'm sending love out your way, I really mean it. When I say if you need to talk to somebody, hit me up, I really mean it. Because at the end of the day, I love to love. You know what I'm saying? So I love to spread love out and help the people who I can help, which is why I made this channel in the first place. So I'm hoping that you're having a good day, because I am. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm sending love out your way. And I hope you take this stuff that I'm saying, you soak it up, and you start implementing these things into your life so that you can have a better quality of life for you and the people around you. You know what I'm saying? And again, it ain't no hard feelings. It's all love on this end. You know what I'm saying? So make the best of what you can make. You know, stop looking at the negativity. Look at this beautiful world we live in. It's sunny out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's moving and grooving. Things are falling into place as they should. And you're a winner at the end of the day. You're a winner. I'm a winner. We're all winners when you really think about it. If you made it to whatever age you made it to in this life, and you're able to wake up and see the sunrise and look at the beautiful trees and the animals moving around and the people out enjoying the sun and doing whatever they got to do, and you make it through your day and nothing really happens that's that crazy, you're living a beautiful life. You know what I'm saying? So why not enjoy it and make the best of it? And then by doing that, you're naturally going to attract more of those type of people to you, who are going to want to gravitate to you and be working with the same frequency that you're working with. You know what I'm saying? So for my people out there who might feel alone or lonely or something like that, don't even trip. Just have some good energy within yourself, and then naturally you're going to attract the right people to you, who are going to vibe on the same level, who are going to appreciate you, and they're going to want to and maybe they're going to be able and want to give you something that somebody else didn't want to give you that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. So again, don't lose out on your blessings. If you have a blessing, don't mess it up by your ego and your pride. Learn to appreciate the things in your life so that you will always have favor. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is designed to keep you down, but if you know how to move, it's actually designed to keep you up. It's just depending on what type of energy you're tapping into. You know what I mean? So that's why I always operate from the frequency of love, because I want to attract that to me, and I want to give it out to y'all so that you can attract it to yourself. So, you know, from here on out, I'm trying to make some uplifting videos. I already gave y'all the gems to the game, and really I keep repeating the same thing over and over, but I want to get y'all to understand how the energy works. so that you can soak it up into your head and then create the bliss and abundance in your life that you want, and the favor in the life that you want and deserve, really, because you deserve it. You're just holding yourself back from it because you keep repeating the same patterns that you don't need to repeat, when you can really just work on yourself and then elevate and then receive the blessings that you need to receive. I'm a testament of it, because I was the one repeating the patterns and going through the same stuff. The minute that I decided I'm not doing this no more, and I cut that version of myself out and I killed that version of myself, really, I became a new version of myself energetically, and started attracting the people who appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So it's very simple. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm hoping that you're having a good day again. I'm sending love out your way. I'm gonna go enjoy my day, and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all. I'm holla.